Hi, so I am actually gonna record this video in under an hour. I'm gonna get ready to go to my siblings' Christmas party. We usually do a Christmas party with just my siblings and me, and it's always very fun, but I only have an hour to prepare, to do my makeup and stuff. I hope my lighting is enough. I don't have like professional lighting, but it will have to do. I have not recovered from something very traumatic that happened this year, 2019, and I want to talk about it while doing my makeup because I was thinking about it the whole day and it just kept bugging me. I still haven't recovered from the absolute mess that was the 8th season of Game of Thrones. I am still angry, and the reason why I'm so angry is because it was one of the most popular TV shows. It was so loved, all the characters were amazing, and the way they handled the 8th episode just made me so angry. Prime my face with a little bit of primer. I usually don't do this, by the way. Maggie, don't scratch the wall. It's a cat. He's scratching the wall. I also had 2 beers already, so I'm a little bit tipsy. I'm gonna do a little bit of heavier makeup than I'm used to because this is Christmas and I want to look less red and less dead. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and I have this Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear foundation. Like, I never really know which one of these matches me. Like, I got them in the store, and when they were matching it on me in the store itself, it looked great. But then when I tried it afterwards, they didn't look great anymore. So I'm not sure what happened. I guess the rosy beige one. I'm just gonna shake it well. The Game of Thrones last season was an absolute mess. I think that they needed at least 3 more seasons to round up all of the characters' story arcs, to make sure that I actually bought whatever they were trying to sell to me story-wise. The biggest thing that really annoyed me was what they did to the dialogue in the last season. In the previous seasons, it was always an absolute delight to hear the actors talk, to hear them scheming, to hear all the plots going on. But just this season, like season 8, was just such a failure in that regard. Like, they didn't even try anymore. There's a graph online where they show how much dialogue actually went down over the seasons, and I didn't need to see that diagram. I already knew. I did tell my friends and my boyfriend when I was watching it, I did tell them, like, I think the reason why I like the last seasons less is because there's just not much talking going on. The choices that they made were so fucking backwards and stupid, and it's all because these 2 guys decided that they didn't want to work on the show anymore. So then they just fucked it up for everyone, basically. I'm sure by now you've seen a lot of videos explaining every single thing that was wrong with the show, like every single mistake. But I just thought that the biggest mistake of all was what they did to the characters. Because Game of Thrones was an amazing story. It was one of those shows that actually brought back like good consistent dialogue. I imagine that the scenes in the first seasons were pages long for the actors, where they actually had to put effort into every single scene that they did. But right now I just felt like, okay, the last season was just not that. They did not try at all anymore. And it's sad because I'm not the only one who thinks this. And there's people out there who say, like, oh, it's just a show, like, stop whining about it. But it was a show of years. It spanned out over, 10 years at least? So imagine if they had done that to Harry Potter. Like, I know some people don't like the last Harry Potter movie, but at least they ended it on a satisfying note, in my opinion. You might have another opinion, but damn, did they do a good job. Is this even matching me? I have no idea. To be honest, I never put on foundation, so the fact that I'm actually trying this is amazing in itself, and I'm just trying to make it all even. I have a tiny mirror here in front of me so that I can see. The reason why I thought they needed more time is because the whole storyline about Dany becoming crazy is fine. I think it's fine, but I just needed like 1 or 2 more reasons, like 1 or two more reasons for me to believe that she was actually turning crazy. People are saying like, oh no, but I mean, you could see it. It was very clear. It was hinted at. Yes, that's the key word. Hinted at. It wasn't explored. It was hinted at. Exploring and hinting at something is way different. If you like change a whole character without actually really exploring it, then it doesn't work. I mean, at least for me, it doesn't. I never had a problem with the whole twist of Dani becoming a crazy dragon lady like her father was. I had no problem with that at all. It's just that the way they handled it was just not believable, in my opinion. I feel like right now people are not talking about it as much anymore, and I get it, it's been a while, but I just haven't really gotten over it. And I'm scared that other shows that I really love might, like, suffer the same fate. I just watched The Witcher, and of the 8 episodes that came out, the first 2 are my absolute favorite because it was very true to what the games were like. It was very true to what I remembered from the games. I haven't read the book, so I'm not sure if it's accurate to what the stories are like. But I'm scared that, like, okay, the directors just choose to go on to another project, and that will be it. Even HBO wanted to give them more money so that they would be able to let the story go on for more seasons. And they did really need those more seasons. Why didn't they just hire different directors? Hey, I get it. You've been working on this project for a decade at least, and you want to move on to something else. But then just give it to someone else. There would be other qualified people to handle this situation. I feel like I've been blending for like an hour already. Okay, it's 35. Shit. I need to move on a little bit. Now I'm moving on to, I guess, my eyes quickly. I'm actually gonna test out the new Makeup Revolution Roxy palette. Roxxsaurus is a YouTuber. I don't actually know her that well, but I saw the palette and I just needed to have it. So I'm gonna play with some of the more neutral colors here. I know it's quite boring, but I do need to move on. Oh, there's a mirror. Nice. And also, I hate what they did to Cersei's character, because let's be honest, you hated Cersei. I mean, you hated fucking Joffrey with a passion, but Cersei was more like a respectful hate, if that makes sense. Like, I hated her guts, but it felt good to hate her, you know? For Joffrey, it was just an annoying cunt that you just wanted to see die, and it was very, very satisfying. That's another thing. It was super satisfying to see Joffrey die. Why? The reason why it was so exciting to see him die is because it was very well done. There was a reaction among the crowd. There was actually a payoff, and his death actually caused other things to happen. But Cersei's death, to be very honest, didn't really do much for me. She, on the one hand, I think she needed to die in a more bad way. I'm not really a violent person, but I just felt like she needed to suffer more. I'm not sure if anyone agrees with me. The thing that annoyed me the most, I said, was what they did to the characters, and specifically Jaime's character. Because Jaime was that character that reminds me of like Zuko a lot. Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's a redemption story. Oh, hi. That's the cat. Maggie, do you also want me to do your makeup? It was kind of like a redemption story, which in my opinion are some of my favorite stories to follow. So I just used Boo and Rookie, by the way. Cookie, I'm sorry, if you're interested. I'm gonna use a little bit of cola to deepen up the edges of my eye. What they did to Jaime really fucking annoyed me. I mean, he was a character that I hated at first, and then I loved. And that, if you can do that in your storytelling, I absolutely adore it. The reason for him to go back to Cersei with his jetpack, I would call it, it was like a whole thing in the show that everything was so far apart that it was weeks of traveling, and then all of a sudden he just shows up at the exact moment that everything... Like, I just, at that point I didn't care anymore. The dialogue was useless, the characters did not get the end that they deserved, especially the spider, of course. When I saw the behind the scenes clip of them reading the script, and they were reading out his death scene, he just threw the damn paper on the desk and you saw that he was just angry, disappointed, because he was such a cool character. He was the damn spider. And him talking to John and plotting to overthrow Danny in where anyone could hear him was just not in character at all. What am I gonna do on the lids? Am I gonna do some unicorn maybe? Unicorn? Might be a little bit too sparkly. Not too bad. So yeah, those were the things that really annoy me. And I was thinking about it the whole day today because I think I saw a video past my my recommendations, and it just opened up the wound again. I personally like really thinking about movies, even the ones that I like, and still finding the things wrong with it. Also acknowledging the things that were right, because I've seen some very, very, very good videos explaining every single thing that I felt way better than I'm doing, but I'm in a hurry, so, you know. I think, by the way, if you're interested, this palette is fine. The colors blended out quite nicely. I'm also going to try out this Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara by Essence. I'm not sure if there's anyone out there that's still so annoyed with the whole show. I still am. I have not recovered. With the budget that they had, with the opportunities that the show had, even all of the actors in the interviews, they already hinted at a very disappointing ending. And I get why. The acting in the last season is still absolutely solid from every single actor. And that just goes to show that even when they didn't agree with all of the decisions that were going on, they still gave it their all. The actress of Cersei, all she did was actually just stand looking out of a window, but the emotion on her face, it was clear that she was feeling confident at one point and then feeling completely lost and not being sure what to do and being scared, all with just looks. And that's just amazing to me. Just a story, there's so many plot holes, so many stupid things, so much plot armor going on. I hated that they finished off the Night King the way they did. I didn't mind Arya doing it. Again, all of the story points that they came to, like all of the things that happened, I didn't mind. What I minded was how they built it up. Now I'm gonna put on some bronzer. Which one am I gonna use? I'm gonna use my butter bronzer in light. I just wanted to rant a little bit while I just quickly do some makeup on my face for a Christmas party. I was just thinking about it on the way home as well and the whole day. So I was like, okay, let's just get this out of my system so I can enjoy the party. If you think I'm being too negative, then of course it's your opinion. But I feel like it's an absolute appalling end to a series that was so well loved, had the budget, had the name. It could have been an example to how you should end a well loved long series. Because I'm really scared that like series that are gonna come out now, for example, the Lord of the Rings series, that is maybe gonna come out soon. I'm very scared that that's gonna be a flop as well, because if directors can just choose to abandon a damn project before it's even finished and just try to rush everything and they just get whatever they want, then I'm very scared for other projects. I'm not doing too good of a job, am I? Like, I'm not even sure if this looks good. My lighting isn't the best. It's not really great, but oh well. By the way, I'm also testing the Bitti and Colourpop collection. I'm now putting on the blush called Simply Sweet. I like a very soft, nice, rosy blush, because that's the color that I naturally flush as well. The bells are ringing outside. The bells! That's another thing, like the damn bells. I'm just gonna keep on harping on everything. But like the damn bells. Anytime the bells were mentioned, it was always something bad, or the characters said themselves. It was always something bad and never meant anything good. And then the last season they just decide to make this something good because it serves the plot, not because it makes any sense. I'm also testing out the Bitti and Colourpop highlighter in Frosty. This is the lighter one of the two. The orange one is a little bit too orange for me, so I'm putting this on the top of my cheeks. I still haven't recovered. I don't know about you guys. If I'm alone in this, that's fine as well. I've been nagging about this damn thing for weeks now, and I need to move on. I know I do. Which lip should I do? Like a spicier one? Or... I'm just gonna take this one. When they said it was gonna be only like... How many episodes was it? Like 6 or 8 or something? When I saw that it was gonna be under 10 episodes... And by the way, didn't they say that every single episode was gonna be above 2 hours? And I don't think it was the case. So, I don't know, I was just very, very disappointed with everything that happened. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't really special, but I need to go now because I need to pack the cake. I had to bring dessert, so I need to get ready, and I'm gonna go by bike to the train station. Then I have to take the fucking train, and I'm just... I already had 2 beers. I'm a little bit buzzed, so that's... If this video didn't make any sense, that's why. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The Revolution palette, the Roxxsaurus palette, was great. I like the 3 colors that I used. I need to use it a little bit more to give an overall review. But let me know if there's anything else you would like to see, and if you felt the same about everything I talked about in this video, and if you like the look, of course. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video, maybe soon. Ciao.